We are transmitting from year 19.
Hey everybody, welcome to $2 Horror. I'm your host Matt Eddy. It's October, it's autumn, I got my shawl collar sweater, I got my flannel shirt, my chukka boots, and my glass of apple cider here, so let's get this party started. Today we're going to talk about two movies that seem pretty different, but I think are closer than meets the eye. They're both about our darker sides threatening to consume us entirely, coming to the surface and taking over. The first movie is A24's Talk to Me from this year. And also 1987's Prince of Darkness from John Carpenter.
I've got a message for you, and you're not going to like it.
Look at his chest.
Ready for death.
Two very different paths to the same destination. Talk to Me deals with an exterior force sort of building up that darker self. It comes through grief and trauma, while Prince of Darkness has evil as a subatomic particle. It's just an inherent part of the universe, so obviously that's like the evil, the darker side inherent in all of us. And what better month to talk about this topic than October, with the Halloween holiday coming up, Samhain, when, you know, the veil between worlds is thin and the spirits are coming to the surface and trying to influence the world. So Talk to Me brings up this subject through the device of this embalmed hand, the embalmed hand of a fortune teller or psychic or something like that. We have our main character, Mia, who's coping with the loss of her mother, and she's having a tough time with it, you know, so she gets this hand that, you know, you grab onto it and you say, "Talk to me," and all of a sudden there's like a spirit there in front of you, you know, a ghost, and you say, "Let me in," and it possesses you, and apparently it's this really euphoric and bizarre experience, this, you know, drug-like experience, because obviously that's what the metaphor is. Substance abuse as a means of coping, you know, through trauma and grief. Mia uses the hand and she loves it. She gets kind of addicted to it. Lead actress Sophie Wilde does this magnificent job of transforming. Her character Mia is this awkward, dorky girl who, you know, kind of shows up. She tags along with her best friend to this party, and there's some people who don't want her there because she's kind of weird and all that. But when she gets possessed, man, she really cranks the creep up loud. She turns it up to 11, and it's really impressive.
I let you in.
This movie is really scary, and there's some violence in it that is downright unsettling. It is disturbing, and oof. It had me turning on lights. It really stuck with me for a while. You know, I'd go downstairs to get a drink or whatever, and turning on lights as I went. It'll have you looking into the corner in your darkened bedroom at that pile of clothes to see if it takes any ominous shapes or anything. It's a really effectively scary movie. I don't want to give you too many spoilers for it. go check it out. I don't know if it's streaming on any platforms as of right now, as of this recording. I picked it up on Vudu for like $20. I knew I was going to love it. I just went ahead and bought it. You can rent it for, it's probably $5 or $6 right now. But I can't recommend this movie more. It's so much fun. It's really creepy. Please go check it out. I do feel this movie was a little overhyped. A lot of people were comparing it, I think unfairly, to Hereditary when it came out. Ultimately, Hereditary, to me, this is all subjective, of course. It was a much stronger movie. But this movie, it feels younger. It's definitely for a younger crowd, and it has a younger feel to it. You know, it's got that edge. And, you know, the hand thing feels a little gimmicky, but whatever. It's still a really effective movie, and it's going to stick with you for a few days after you watch it. I know there's already talks, or there is already a deal for a sequel to this. I'm not sure how you do a sequel. It feels like it would cheapen this movie. Like, how do you continue the story given the way, like, without letting you know how it would be like making a sequel to Hereditary. It just feels kind of unneeded, I think.
I'll let you in.
All right, now we're moving on to an overlooked and underappreciated John Carpenter movie, Prince of Darkness. A lot of people give this movie a bad rep. I don't know why. I think a lot of people end up just skirting right by it because of what they've heard of it. But don't do that. You should absolutely watch this movie because it is great. I love this movie. This is by far my favorite Carpenter movie. I put this above The Thing even. I just love this movie. It's got this weird quantum physics pseudoscience angle.
And we assume time has narrowed because it is as a clock. 1 second is 1 second for everyone. Cause precedes effect. Fruit rots, water flows downstream. We're born, we age, we die. The reverse never happens. None of this is truth. Say goodbye to classical reality because our logic collapses on the subatomic level into ghosts and shadows.
Mixed with this religious, it seems a little hokey, I think, but you know, we have this whole religious angle where Jesus was an extraterrestrial who came to warn us about, you know, this particle, anti-God particles, evil incarnate kind of.
On here, Christ comes to warn us. He was of extraterrestrial ancestry, but a human-like race.
There's this secret sect of Catholic priests called the Brotherhood of Sleep, and they're the guardians of this big canister of green ooze that's kind of spinning around. And it's sort of like seltzer water vomits into this lady's mouth. It's super gross. She spreads it around through the same method. You know, she seltzer water vomits it into other people. One by one, all these people are getting possessed. They're being enlisted into the ultimate goal of freeing Satan, for want of a better name or term, from the mirror realm. Alice Cooper's in this movie. He's like there's this group of homeless people who are kind of converging on this dilapidated church because, you know, some weird cosmic things are happening, I suppose. Alex Cooper is one of these homeless people, and he's like sort of the one that they center on and tell this little sub-story through him. He stabs some guy with half a bicycle, which I guess is part of a stage act. So we have this group of students who are enlisted by Donald Pleasance. He's a priest from the Brotherhood of Sleep. Things are happening with this canister, so he goes to the nearby university and he enlists their physics professor, and he brings like his group of students with them, and they're there to spend the weekend to find out what's going on with it and if they can stop it. This movie has all your basic Carpenter trappings. It's got a pretty cool synth score that's like sparse throughout the movie. So throughout the movie, this sparse score is building tension. The whole movie is about building all this tension, but it's still well paced. You know, enough things are happening that you're not getting bored. And of course, it's just like a slow burn, and everything comes to a head at the end. I don't want to spoil this movie for you either if you haven't seen it. I know a lot of people have skipped over it because of the bad rep. But please go watch it. It's so good. I've been watching this movie, you know, since the first time I rented it from the local video store in the late 80s. I've just loved this movie. That the cover always kind of creeped me out, and it's just a really creepy movie. I think both of these movies are seriously spooky. They're perfect for the spooky season. It's perfect for a Halloween watch. So yeah, check them out. If you're enjoying Portal B, you like what you see, there's a link in the description of this video to buy me a coffee. It's just a way of, it's like a little tip jar. You can leave a little tip if you want. If not, that's totally cool. Please like, share, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. We hope you come by later in the month. Leah built a pretty fantastic Halloween set. We kind of went all out this year for Halloween, and we're super excited to get those episodes to you at the end of the month. A 2-part Halloween episode. As always, don't let anybody give you shit for watching movies all the time because their world sucks. I'm Matt Eddy, and this has been $2 Horror.